call it right, and the right we call wrong. But God, he's taking those few who are standing firm and believing and trusting in his word. As Minister Barnes said this morning, it was 3 on the corner with water. Don't play that short. Because God may only send one over there, 2 to 3, to get a bottle of water. He only needs one. He only needs one. See, we make the mistake of thinking that the majority is ones who's going to make it into heaven. He didn't tell us that. He didn't tell us that. Nowhere in the word will you find that it says the majority. And that's the mistake where the world makes. Because they assume that they can get to him any way they want. And because the majority of us are doing what the world says is right, we're going to get there. Wrong answer. It won't happen. It won't happen. It didn't happen with the children of Egypt, the Israelites. He only had a minority, or what he called the remnant. Y'all remember the story?
Oh, yeah.
It's the remnant who made it over. It's the remnant who got to the promised land. He always kept a few. Because he said, if I am with you, I am more than a... So what does that tell you? You and God make the majority. So the world says 1 and 1 is what? But God said, if I'm with you, I'm more than the whole world. So we don't know, I don't know how many people there are in the world. But he said that if I'm with you, I'm more than all those other folks against you. I am. I am. But see, in order to be with God, you got to be able to spend some quality time with him. So when they give you a word, you got it. You got it. Because see, you're trying to build up those eternal treasures in heaven, where the moth don't collect it, where the thief can't come in and break in and take them away from you. God gave it to you, and no man can take it from you. You just read it this morning. You won't be plucked out. You read it. Won't be plucked out of his hand. Won't be plucked out. But see, what Satan has us to do is he has us take a little bit at a time. And because we won't allow the Holy Spirit to teach us in the word like he wants to, we only get a little bit. And then we think that little bit is going to equip us to run this race. And then when the things start happening in your life, you start giving in to the things. And they become overwhelming. And all of a sudden, you're taking your sight off of God. And you begin to put them on the prize. I think Minister Barnes gave us a little illustration of that, of a white sheet of paper, 8 by 10 sheet of paper with a black dot on it. And the focus became the dot instead of the background. Well, that's what Satan does for us. And he comes in and he begins to steal those things in our life. He begins to steal it. Sister Birdsong read, and when she did the announcements this morning about Abraham and Isaac. And I'm going to, because some of you may have not read it in the bulletin, or you may not have been paying attention when she read it. So I'm not going to ask Minister Barnes, can you go to Genesis, the 22nd chapter, and go to verse 15? And I'm not sure, Sister Birdsong, exactly where yours came from when you read this morning, but I believe it was somewhere thereabout. 5 through 8. Same chapter. Same story. Talking about Abraham. Abraham. Storing up those treasures. Minister Barnes, Genesis, the 22nd chapter, verse 15 through 17.
The angel of the Lord called to Abraham from heaven a second time and said, I swear by myself, declares the Lord, that because you have done this and have not withheld your son, your only son, I will surely bless you and make your descendants as numerous as the stars of the sky and as the sand on the seashore. Your descendants will take the possession of the cities of their enemies.
See what happened? Now, when you get home, read the the entire 22nd chapter of Genesis, because from where Sister Birdsong was earlier this morning, she prepared. She laid the background for what just happened. Because of Abraham's faithfulness, you know the story. He told us, and Sister Birdsong read it this morning, he told Isaac, don't worry about it, the sacrifice. Just go with me, come and go with me. And Isaac, being obedient to his father, he went with his father. As his father left the servants with the donkeys. Remember the story that she read? And now here they are at this altar, there's something to be sacrificed. And Abraham, because of his faithfulness, he knew he didn't have another lamb. So he knew that he was going to sacrifice his only son. The son that he and Sarah waited all their lives to have. All their lives. But because of his faithfulness to God, because of his obedience to God, because of him trusting God, he did what he told him to do. And here at the altar, to lay his son down, God says, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. You don't have to give away the son. I'm not going to take the son from you. I told you, Abraham, that you will be the father. Abraham's called the father of faith. Your son is going to be spared. I just needed to see that you trust me enough to be obedient to what it is that I asked you to do. So I'm going to reward you for your faithfulness. I am going to make a nation out of you. So see those heavenly, eternal treasures that Abraham stored up in heaven. Because he could have went against God and said, well, God, you told me you were going to give me this son, and you gave the son to me. Now, God, you want to take this son away from me. Well, God, you're not a fair God if you're going to take my only son that you gave to my wife Sarah away from me. How is that being fair? He didn't argue with God. He didn't get into a dialogue. He was just God being faithful. He was so obedient that he did it exactly like God told him, all the way. Can you imagine God telling you to do that with one of your children? And because our faith ain't there, we can already start murmuring and complaining. We ready to cut a deal with God. Who else can I give you, God? Not my child. Who can I give you in place of mine? And it doesn't matter whether you have one child or you have 10 children. You don't want to lay none of them down. You don't want to do it. Those are yours. How are you going to build your eternal treasure if you don't trust God? How are you going to build them? Ain't too hard, believers. This is trusting God. This is when we put our faith to work. Do you believe God is able to do what he said he's going to do? Are you going to put those treasures in heaven, or are you going to try to deal with the situation as you see it? Remember, our comprehension and our understanding about situations and things in life is predicated on what we understand. If you don't